Hi, I'm Jalen Johnson. I'm one of the producers here from FETV. Today we bring you 4, which is Focus on Redmond, episode number 4. Today we have Olivia Valenti with one of our student teachers. Here we go. Go ahead, Olivia.
I'm Olivia, interviewing a BG student, Miss O'Laughlin. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. I'm going to ask you a few questions.
Okay.
All right. How do you feel teaching the class without Ms. Reynolds?
It's scary. I was definitely nervous taking over, but it's nice that she always stays in the room for me in case the classes ever get out of control, which happens sometimes.
All right. How soon did it take for you to catch on to taking over the class?
It took me all of last semester. I never lost the nerves when I first stood up in front of the class, but finally I'm getting more comfortable with my own lesson plans instead of using hers. So it's getting
I can
easier.
definitely tell the second semester that you're not taking no one's crap, especially with our class. Do you ever get nervous thinking soon you won't have much help because you're going to be a teacher?
Yes, I love having another teacher in the room to help me. And just simple things like needing a copy of a worksheet that I run out of that Mrs. Reynolds can go get it for me. So I'm definitely going to be nervous being on my own, but I'm excited for it too.
I think you're going to do fine.
Thank you.
What have you learned so far teaching from a student-teacher point of view?
I've learned that it's way harder than I thought it would be. I knew it was going to be difficult, but just the amount of work teachers have to do that goes beyond just making lesson plans, that is definitely one thing I've learned that I did not know was coming.
Did you picture this being an easy or difficult job?
I pictured it being difficult, but not, I love it, but it's way more difficult than I thought it was going to be. So, for sure. I'm learning every day, so.
All right. Well, that's all the questions I have for you. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Olivia. Now here is Roger's piece with Miss Masterson, our new librarian of Fostoria High School. Go ahead, Roger.
Thanks, Ms. Richard. I got an interview with Ms. Masterson about her transition from social studies to LMC. Let's see how that went. Doing an interview over how her transition from being a social studies teacher to a librarian. The first question is, how is it in the library?
The library is actually great. I get to constantly learn, and I'm learning new things all the time.
How is the transition been going from the social studies department to the LMC, and how are you handling it?
Well, there's been some major changes. Of course, I don't have classes on a constant basis, so there's actually no schedule to my day. So I have to be very flexible. But on the same token, though, the transition has been very smooth because I got to work underneath Ms. Carnicum for 5 years while I was in grad school.
And some people call you a librarian. Mr. Swiczek said you're a librarian media specialist. What is the difference, and what do you consider yourself to be?
Technically, the new phrase is I'm a teacher librarian, and that's actually the new phrase. But technically, yes, I'm a library media specialist because a library media specialist just doesn't only deal with books. We deal with audio, visual, ebooks, databases, along with any other tech pieces, or we try to find different technology for teachers to even use in their classrooms.
So you consider yourself a librarian media specialist?
Yes.
Okay. What type of training does a person need to become a librarian?
You have to have a college degree, and then if you want to be in a school system, you also have to have an education degree as well.
So you went to college to become a librarian?
Yes.
How did that go?
It was a long 5 years. A very long 5 years.
Well, what is your role here at FJHS?
Okay, my role here, of course, is the library media specialist, but in addition to that, I'm here to support the district's mission and vision statements, of course, then promoting literacy. So it's about teaching kids how to love to read, how to read, and assisting students too in their academics.
So you help them with their research papers and how the research process goes, like Ms. Carnival did?
Correct.
And what is your future idea for the librarian program in this district?
Currently right now, there's been some major changes, of course, that have happened to the library. One is we've been having library contests every month that focus on literacy, the research process, and eventually there will also be a maker space within the library where kids can create things, do projects. That's the type of atmosphere eventually that'll turn into the library.
Okay, and you have library aides, right?
Yes.
What requirements does it take to become one?
The requirement this year was that every library had to fill out an application. They have to be able to put things in alphabetical order, numerical order, and they also cannot be failing classes.
And if they are failing classes and or they get the job but don't do it right, what happens?
If a student is failing a course, I end up doing intervention with that student so they get their passing grades up or their grades up in general. And then if a student doesn't do their job right, usually I just explain over again, how it has to be done, but usually then I try out a different job with the aide until I find what their strength is.
And with your aides, do you do something special at the end of the year or quarterly? Do anything special with them?
Hopefully at the end of this year, there'll be a luncheon for all the aides.
Okay, so that's Ms. Masterson on the interview about the LMC. Hope you enjoyed. I hope you guys enjoyed. Back to you, Swearcheck.
Thank you, Roger. Here is another piece done by Trent Dukes. He interviewed our new assistant principal, Mr. Michael Deering. Go ahead, Trent.
Okay, as a college student, football player, and then later on as a graduate assistant football coach at the University of Findlay, as well as being a teacher here in the district and a curriculum leader for 10 years, I've been in a part of a leadership role. I always knew I enjoyed being part of a team. I want to help my team in any way I possibly can. And given my 10 years of teaching experience as a science teacher in the district, I feel I have a good understanding of our building's strengths and our needs. So I decided to go back and finish my coursework and get my administrative license. I enjoy being the assistant principal at Fostoria Junior High School because it allows me and affords me the opportunities to come in contact with more students and have a bigger impact with the students and staff here at Fostoria City Schools. I enjoy working with staff, creating plans to reach every student so that they can achieve at their highest levels of ability. I enjoy talking with students on a daily basis and creating supportive relationships. I believe it's all about relationships. Unfortunately, sometimes this includes redirection as we want our students and everyone to make better choices. My role model would have to be my father. He's the hardest worker I know, and I'm so happy for him that he gets to retire at the end of his 43rd year of employment with the railroad. He's taught me many things, hard work and the value of hard work, and what it means to have integrity, and how to persevere through times of adversity. Those are life lessons that I think everyone needs to learn, and he's done a great job instilling those in me. My spirit animal, I'm not sure what that means. However, I'm an active guy. I enjoy the outdoors. I deer hunt and I fish quite a bit. So I'd have to choose a white-tailed deer due to its keen senses and its ability to adapt to its environment and its habitat. As far as my greatest achievement, other than my family and being able to support them and being a productive member of society, I think my greatest achievement is being able to have a job and a career where I truly enjoy coming to work every day because of the positive relationships that I've created and continue to create, and the positive influences I have on the young people of Fostoria. In order to become an administrator, you need to go to high school. You need to graduate from high school. You need to go to college and earn a 4-year bachelor's degree, as well as a master's degree. On top of the master's degree, you need to complete an administrative strand of courses that would afford you the opportunity to take a administrative test. Upon completion of that test, you will receive an administrative license, and at that point you're able to go interview at different districts and go for a job.
Now we're going to go to Tristan Rogers. He interviewed Miss Melroy, our ceramics teacher. Go ahead, Tristan. Well, that's all that we have for you today here at 4 Focus on Redmond. Hope to see you next time, and thank you, and have a wonderful day.